Barry and I started writing this in 1991 or 2 or 3. We see that there was some way we should see, and he said to me, I think you should know what I say. I know you know what I see. They are not who I am, and I wrote this alone very long ago in the 60s. I began putting it together when I was a boy, and it took me almost 30 years of collective literature to span time to compile all of this information. You know what they took from me, and you know how upset I was because I'd write an affidavit to Mark Lee Anthony III, and he is who took my information on this, and you saw that they were it. They were who it was the entire way, and I wrote about it. And when my book got released, they attacked me and made it so they said what I see. They will do this to anybody that gets in the way. They will become you in no time at all and replace you, and you will be what they were because it is what they saw. They are not a way I see at any point in time in any way. I hope you understand that there is nothing I could have done to predict this happening to me in this way. I had no idea how it actually occurred. I just had the records and I looked at it and I said, oh, it went like this, and it took me a long time to even get there. And so when they came to my door knock and I said, hello, is this a good one? And he came in and he beat the dog shit out of me in front of my wife and child, and then he executed his treasonous attack upon my loins, and he said, fuck you, Hawaii, and shit like that. But he said it in ancient Chinese, and I could see that he was not like a regular one, because it didn't even make sense. Nothing about it was normal. It wasn't anything like they normally move like. I said he must have known Kung Fu or Taekwondo or something the way he moved against me. And they said, oh, that's nothing. They can all go to the thing and see that way. I said, I don't think so. I don't think this one was anything like the normal ones. And they didn't listen to me because they were who they were at that point in time. And that was where I went to. They. And I see it. Now, I know you know the story. It just kind of goes like this and that and this and that. And the characters are all different groups of people. And the Red Wedding is very confusing because I wrote it that way because I don't want them to see me in some way. And I should have done better for the other ones. If you know what I see, I grew up on the Smodicus and I came across here through the Tave at the end, and I came here to this and I see a way. This is a Joni. You don't have to see it. This is not anything. This is not anything. No. And, nope. George R. R. Martin. No. What has he got here? These are all the different things. This is Eastla, and this is Stu, and this is Scani, and this is Mora, and this is Terry, and this is Naklo, and this is Jerry, and this is Kokolo, and this is Stony, and this is Maricor, and this is Dakali, Ligagolet, and this is Dormi Shi Khmer, and this is Takalo, and this is Canopita Partakita and this is Diakonia O Canisius, and this is Tarnati Tamarker Kavaraba, and this is Jackie O Koblisia, the Sinisinian, and this is Jamdur, the Quangledation Kagargale, and this is Tapalor Kamaxini Canarir, and this is Taklik the Sarakar Kabakadar, and this is Morian Kavari C the Marakin, and this is Tantu the Wang King the Kong Tong, and this is Tinglo the Shimdu Kabaklak, and this is the store for who we don't see away was the story. And no. If you know what I see when I see these ways I see, there were many people who thought that I was crazy for even attempting to put this work together, and they knew that I wouldn't be able to do this without being harmed, and they said at some point, I said, wow, I wish you had spoken up before that, and now they knew that I had had this inept surgery at their hands, and they treated me this way because I see them. I said, this is insane. Then I found out there were hundreds, if not thousands of more like me, and they don't see it. And I said, what kind of a world do we live in where it's like this? It doesn't even make common sense. It's the most asinine idealism that we could have ever propounded. Who would have allowed this to occur and repeat its occurrences? I repeated. Last still, the one who doesn't even get a C, and they know that this is who we see it. And fantasy flight games. That's it. I'm sure there's more, but nah, who cares?